Bro, I'm not terrible at talking to girls. I'm just in monk mode, don't you know? Right now I'm grinding and I'm waiting until I get rich and jacked. And then I'll start dating and then I'll start socializing. How stupid does that sound? Okay, you've probably heard the idea that you should just go into grind mode. Wait until you have all your finances, wait until you're physically attractive from the gym, and then you should go out and start dating, start socializing. Well, I'm here to tell you why that's a terrible idea. And at the end of this video, I'm actually going to give you a real story from a guy who's 31 now, and he made this mistake and it did not end very well for him at the end of this video. So first of all, if you're saying that you're waiting for, a certain event, X event in your life to happen for you to start dating, what you're really saying is that you're too insecure. You don't feel like you have enough self-worth. You don't have enough value to date. So you can't just you're using money as like a safety blanket. Money doesn't give you game, bro. Having a good physique doesn't give you game, bro. You can get confidence, you can have your self-worth completely detached from these things. But it's unfortunate that we're, with culture that we see online nowadays in the dating, confidence, self-improvement, it's kind of like people are wanting to attach money to self-worth, and it's just really not true at all. I'm going to explain why. So if you're saying that you're waiting till you're rich, if you're waiting till you're jacked, what you're basically saying is that the only reason a girl would want to be with you is because you have money, is because you have muscles. Do you actually want to be with a girl just because you have money or muscles? Probably not, right? We would call that a gold digger. Now, we can even look at rich people. Rich people still have problems with women. Rich people don't just have an easy fucking life. Now, we can look at billionaires like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos. I mean, they've been in like multiple divorces. At least I think Elon Musk has. Jeff Bezos divorce and Bill Gates divorce. We can look at Will Smith getting completely cucked by Jada Pinkett. I mean, you still have problems with women when you have money. It's not just like a savior that comes in and, saves the day. And either way, like I said, if they're just with you with money, they're a gold digger, bro. They're not genuinely interested in you. So the truth is, if you're not socializing and talking to girls on a regular basis, your skills are just going to atrophy. And right now, you might not even have any skills. Think about a guy who's in solitary confinement for like multiple months, maybe even a year. I mean, it's happened before with certain guys. They come out and they have terrible social skills. They're paranoid. They don't have any game. I couldn't take them to a mall and have them fucking cold approach a bunch of women. It just wouldn't work, right? Especially if right now your social skills, your confidence is underdeveloped. What makes you think that they just magically appear into existence once because of financial reasons? It's really shallow and it's just not true. I mean, there's a bunch of rich guys that have zero game. They have lots of problems with women. You're not going to get rich, gain a bunch of muscle, and then be good at getting girls. You'll just be rich and muscular. And then you're going to have to spend weeks, months, even years catching up on that game. So what I'm here to tell you is you can do all of this simultaneously and you'll have a much better experience with gaining more skills. You'll just have better experiences in life doing at an earlier age. Do you really want to wait until you're old and rich? Probably not in good shape anymore to start getting girls. I mean, look at that one, I forget his name, but that one NFL team owner, he's like 80 years old or something, and he's dating like some 26-year-old model. Like, she's obviously just with him because of his money, right? How shallow is that, and how sad is that for him, that it's not an actual genuine connection? So do you really want that to be you? Probably not, right? And we can even look at, hundreds, thousands of millionaires who had a hometown sweetheart, had a high school sweetheart. They grinded, they got better together, they got rich together. How much more wholesome is that? And how much more trust would you have with a woman like that? So what I'm saying is, right now, while you're grinding, and I'm definitely not saying to drop all the other areas of your life, but what you can certainly do is schedule some time throughout your week. You might have a list of things that you do. You need to add on your list to socialize. You need to add on your list to go out and approach women and talk to women. I mean, that's the only way to get better, is through practice. You don't just come out of the womb knowing language, right? We're kind of developed with language, but you actually have to learn a language. Like, I don't know Chinese. I was born in America, so I know English. What I'm saying is there's nature, but there's also nurture. A lot of nurture involved in getting better with your game, but getting better with your confidence. It doesn't come just, you're not a fucking chimpanzee where you just, mate in the wild. You have to actively go out and work on these things. You can't live in a cave, go into monk mode, and expect to come out like a Casanova. It's just fantasy land. So now you have to ask yourself, what is the real reason that you feel like you need to get to X place in life to feel worthy enough of starting to date? Obviously, if you're homeless living in a tent, that's different. What I'm saying is, if you have a roof over your head, if you're on an upward trajectory in life, you're not addicted to heroin, then it's a good time to start working on your game. It's a good time to start dating, because you're only going to get better, right? And like I said before, you can grow with this person, and it's going to be a much better, connection, much better relationship. So be honest with yourself at this point, or you're going to continue to procrastinate and put it off and time block this into the future. And it's so much fun to go out and attract women and go on dates. Like, don't you want to get, laid in the first place while you're young, not old? So now here's the story from the 31-year-old. He says, I waited 10 years to feel like I was ready to seriously date. I had a few flings that I knew were just for fun and wouldn't last. Moving out of my parents, getting a better job, getting job security, paying off student loan debt, buying a condo or house. I'm always looking for the next thing to make me worth it, and I'm never going to find that thing. When I achieve one thing, I will add a new thing to the list. I would always find something else to make me worthy. I took work on yourself way too far. Turns out I've been waiting for nothing and am really just weak and scared. Don't wait. So that guy's admitting that he was just weak and scared. He just kept putting it off. He'd finally get to one goal and he'd be like, no, it's not enough. I need to get to the next goal. So this guy obviously had some insecurity that he wasn't paying attention to. He was just kind of shoving it down. He was ignoring the fact that he was really insecure. And then he tried to attach self-worth to financial reasons, which is not a good way to go if you want to get better with women. So I'm urging you right now, if you have a list, you have a schedule, time block some time where you're going out downtown, you're going to coffee shops, you're going to the gym, and you're actually approaching women, whether it's platonic, friendly conversation at first, or whether you're starting to actually ask these girls from your number. But simultaneously get better, and this will serve you very greatly. Now, if you want to learn how to have confidence, if you want to learn how to flirt, have good communication, I'm doing free consultation calls right now. So click the link in the description and then book a call.